my name is Sophia Yuscano, and the purpose of my technical speech is to ask, is a college degree worth it? So the cost of college has skyrocketed by 538% in the last 30 years. So the question of this speech is college worth it? I will be discussing the price of college now, why the increase started, the effects of expensive college, and is a college degree worth it? So we'll start with how much is college now. College currently for a four-year public university is $20,770, and for a four-year private university, it's $40,090. Usually the tuition, how it's priced is with fees, how much books are going to be, food, transportation, supplies, personal expenses, etc. But most of tuition goes into funding staff, research and health services. Just like at FIU, we have the student health services, so that's where tuition usually goes. So right here is a graph that shows the average cost of college. Where it's a two-year university, it is $15,000. A four-year public in-state is about $20,000. A five-year public out-of-state is under $20,000, and a four-year non-for-profit, which is also known as a private university, is almost about $35,000. So the tuition breakdown is here. It's where does all the money really go? So 27% is just to fund teachers and staff. 12% goes to research, 11% goes to health services, and we have other things such as dorms and food services where 9% of it goes to there. We have general admin, about 8%, libraries and administrators, 7%, public conferences, and et cetera, et cetera. So how did this increase start? Well, it started because there's more students starting to enroll throughout the years. Currently, we have 15 million students in a public university and 5.1 million in a private university. The supply and demand. The demand for higher education is skyrocketing throughout the years because jobs are demanding for a bachelor's degree. In 2020 now, 65% of jobs require you to have a bachelor's degree. Colleges 40 years ago meant you were going straight to success. So in the 70s, only about 50% of people who graduated from high school would go into college. And once you have a bachelor's degree during that time, you have a 40% higher chance of getting more earnings than someone with just a high school diploma. And now, the degree of the value of a bachelor's degree is going down because there's more people who have bachelor degrees and etc. I mean, you will have an 80% chance of higher income if you do have a bachelor's degree right after graduation, but a job is never guaranteed for someone who graduates out of college. So a study done by Georgetown University shows that educational demand for employment has grown. And so you can see here, 1973, usually most jobs just needed a high school diploma or even less than a high school diploma, and the need for a bachelor's degree was about 9%, but as the years gone by, you can see this light blue, it increases, and now more jobs are requiring a bachelor's degree, while the demand for a high school degree is getting less and less. This is also another study done by the BLS Monthly Labor Review in 2013 that shows how many people are employed or not employed right after college, and as you can see, 72.6% are employed, and there is 11.3% unemployment. You may have a job after college, but once again, it's never guaranteed. The cost of an expensive college. So 70% of college students are taking out student loans. 44 million Americans total up to $1.4 trillion in student loans. The average student loan is about $28,650. That takes on an average of 21.1 years to pay off completely. You also have to remember there is interest that is involved with it, so it takes longer to pay off the entire tuition. So this is the average of how many people own student loans and how much debt they're in. So the top is 35 to 49-year-olds, where they have $548.4 billion, but this doesn't erase the fact of how the other ages where they have billions of dollars. So we have 25 to 34 with $494.2 billion. We have 50 to 61, under 24, and over 62. This still shows the billions for how much they own in student loans. But is a college degree worth it? Yes, it is. There are 55 million jobs opening this year alone, and once I've said before that 65% of jobs in this year require you to have a bachelor's degree. Boomers are actually being replaced by millennials with higher degrees. 91% of jobs that held by people who are at least 25 years old have a bachelor's degree, and on average they make $61,500. A weekly earning of someone with a bachelor's degree is about $1,173. So this shows another study that balancing loads versus earnings. As you can see, debt is going up throughout the years, but the earnings are worth it because, as you can see, it's about $34,430 for some debt. But as you can see, you actually make more than your debt if you do have a bachelor's degree. So you have $55,700. This also shows the earnings of somebody in the same job as if you have a high school diploma or a bachelor's degree. As you can see, the blue is a high school diploma and orange is a bachelor's degree. And every job you see, it's you gain more money if you have a bachelor's degree. Even retail and salesperson, even customer service, you earn more money with a bachelor's degree than somebody with a high school diploma. So in conclusion, getting a college degree is worth it. Even though college is expensive, it is an investment. It is shown by data that you can earn more than somebody with a high school diploma, and many jobs will require you to have a bachelor's degree. So regardless, you're going to need a bachelor's degree to succeed with any jobs. Here are my citations, and thank you.
Yay!